head out the door.
I don't remember that part. That's fucking funny. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, so John's got some balls. I like that. And he's got some good points there too. He said, "Take your tail between your legs and run. Go hunt it. I'd love to see you leave now." Okay, so um he's right. In my opinion, I agree with John. He basically said like why uh, anybody, so me personally, this is how I approach things. You could say whatever you want about me. I don't care, to be honest. I'm so confident in my own character and being able to convey who I am as a person that if someone tries to badmouth me and make some shit up that isn't true, I'll let it play out the way it's supposed to play out. I don't care. I'm definitely not gonna file lawsuits and scramble around to try to convince people that they're what they're saying is wrong. I'm not gonna tap dance for people to convince. I'm gonna just show up. I'm gonna show up as my authentic self and just tell people like, what do you think? Like, do you think I'm that person? Like, does it look like I care? Does it look like I'm affected by that? And yes, I agree with what John said. The way that Grant is responding to that has some red flags to it and is very suggestive. Let's put it that way. And I agree with that. Anybody who really gets on the defense and starts making moves to try to diminish and muffle stuff like that, it screams volumes. It definitely it requires taking a closer look at the very least. Let's put it that way. So, anyways, there you have it for the people that had never heard that. It's obviously longer than that. It's obviously there's a lot more that was said on there, and there was also people chiming in through that conversation because it was a public clubhouse room. I don't know how many people were in that room, but it basically, for those who have never been on Clubhouse, it's just a live chat group that everybody can kind of get pulled up to speak. And Grant and John took over the stage for a while with that and kind of made a spectacle out of it. But yeah, I appreciated what John said. And so I thought he was honestly going to stay true with his convictions till the very end. But lo and behold, unfortunately, it looks like that wasn't the case. And it looks like Scientology, I wouldn't say Scientology won. I wouldn't go as far as to say that Scientology won this. However, all right, so this lawsuit, here's what I want to say. The lawsuit in this apology was not about a settlement for money. All this was to make Grant look good. All Grant cares about is looking good. So the apology was to make Grant look good. Again, a lot of damage has already been done. So, I don't think there's anything that can come back from that. However, all the gung-ho, die-hard, bootlicking Grant Cardone cronies and minions, they're gonna take this as like, yeah, see, I knew it. Yeah, Grant's always gonna prevail. Like they're gonna be all for this, because the fact of the matter is, when you're in a cult and you're worshiping and idolizing somebody that hard and just like that, there's nothing anybody can say to convince you of something else. You don't have an open mind. You're so diehard for this person, this thought process you adopted, their viewpoints, all that you're willing to defend them. It's almost like family, which is why I always make the joke when I have people jump on my comments on Instagram or something defending Grant Cardone or Brandon Dawson or anybody I've talked about. I'm like, get out of here, dude. He's not your dad. Like, why are you trying to defend him like he's your father or something? These are my opinions. And so it's quite crazy. So anyways, no, this settlement, this apology was not about settlement money. It really wasn't. The fear was put in John, and as a result, John was forced to try to pick up the pieces and make Grant look good with an apology letter. Now, fortunately, it was the bare minimum apology. It was the textbook cookie cut apology. So it's not like, because obviously you heard John talking, and if you've ever seen him talk or heard him articulate himself, he elaborates very good, and he emphasizes and expresses himself very well and very intricately. So he would have said more than that. He would have said much more than that if he genuinely was sorry. Matter of fact, he probably would have did like a video. He probably would have done an audio which, God, I hope he doesn't. I hope I'm not putting my foot in my mouth when I say that. I hope he doesn't, because, like I said, he does articulate himself well. And so I'm glad that the apology just included him writing up some cheap-ass little quick, cookie-cut apologetic letter that probably took his lawyers 2 minutes to type up. There was really no substance to that apology letter.